Texas man has filed a lawsuit after spending 2 days in the hospital alleging he became seriously ill and tested positive for Cyclospora after eating food from a Taco Bell in Youngstown. Joining us this morning with what you should know about your legal rights if you contract Cyclospora is attorney Dave Betras with this week's Legally Speaking. Dave, good morning.
Good morning. Everything you wanted to know about Cyclospora in 3 minutes or less.
All right.
So that's a parasite. It infected the lettuce that was primarily served at Taco Bell's and other places.
Yes.
It can make you sick, put you in the hospital. So far, I'm not aware of any deaths.
Yeah.
The question becomes, can Taco Bell be held legally responsible if they didn't know the Cyclospora had infected their lettuce?
Hey, we knew what you were talking about.
You knew what I was talking about. And the short answer is yes, they can be sued on a theory called products liability. So when you are you providing consumer products and one of your products is bad, there are a number of theories. Too lengthy for me to discover or discuss all of them. But not only can they be held responsible, so can the company that provided them with the lettuce that contained the parasite called Cyclospora.
So this guy, he has a case. So talk about compensation. Like, what could possibly happen in this case?
Well, you get your medical bills paid for, your pain and suffering and things like that. I think this is going to turn into a clash because I don't think any one individual that I know of so far from what I've read got that ill, but I think you'll see a class develop out of this. This is what class action lawsuits are made for, and so they'll get their medical bills and everything else taken care of. People should expect that when they go out to eat in restaurants or they buy goods off of a shelf, that they're going to be safe for them to either use or consume. And if they're not, the law provides a remedy.
Now, does someone have to prove Taco Bell knew the lettuce was contaminated?
No, that's the beautiful thing about products liability claims. If they served an unsafe product under different theories, there's 5 different theories in products liability claims, and so under one of those theories that Ohio follows, you can hold Taco Bell responsible for serving Cyclospora, the parasite that contaminated their lettuce.
And he can also hold Taylor Farms, who provided the lettuce, responsible.
The producer and the seller, under most states' products liability claims, you could be the people can get compensation for that. I tell people, if you have been infected with the parasite known as Cyclospora, I'm so proud of myself I can pronounce that.
Same. It took me a while.
I was at 5 o'clock this morning.
Cyclospora.
Cyclospora.
Yes.
You can seek legal remedies for that.
Now, how hard is this to prove that this is what actually made you sick, especially if you're the only one saying that I had lettuce from this place that day and I'm the only one who got sick?
Well, that's what we call evidence.
Okay.
So when you bring a claim, you're called the plaintiff. As the plaintiff, you have the burden to prove that what you're saying is true by a preponderance of the evidence. I'm sure from the hospital, they have evidence that you had Cyclospora, and then you could just sort of eliminate it that way. No one else in the area got sick from Cyclospora. You get your Taco Bell receipts. Bada bing, bada boom. I think that's going to be enough for you to prove your claim.
Hey, that's it. Well, this is such an interesting case, and we'll see. He'll be able to recover, like you said, those medical expenses, attorney fees, and all of that.
Well,
he's asking for $25,000.
Yeah, the attorney fees are part of the claim.
Okay.
But depending on how injured you are, how sick you are, permanent injuries, those all go into it. I just wanted to say before we end the segment, I know Frank had covered for me a couple of times, and I have a question.
Yeah.
Did he bring you donuts?
He did bring donuts.
He did.
He did.
I just want to make sure he's filling in for me properly.
I told everyone at home when we saw the donuts that you trained them well.
I trained them well.
Yeah,
That's I did. And there they are from the Landmark. They look delicious. Of course, I'm going to have a bite of that apple fritter before I leave.
Yeah. Dave, thank you so much.
Thank
Great
you
job
so
as
much.
always.
All right, have a good weekend.
All right.